for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come. We have arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient. But of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty.
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where, but mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind them. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care. There is what masquerades being as they are. You will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings. and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
These writings could be of import.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you were to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. 'Twould seem we even need to visit the palace. I can accompany you to the castle entrance. Master, but no further.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I hope I've not left it.
Well met, sir.
I do like it here, but it can be very.
What should I get up? I've more time than I know how to spend.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace.
A fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts. This place is awful dull.
To the sovereign's health, and a kingdom at peace.
I quite understand why the sovereign enjoys masquerades.
Let us forget the dragon and dance the night away.
Such cheap drink. It is not at all to my taste.
Might as well make merry while the wine flows.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
Best mind that tongue afore you seem up.
These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chatter.
Surely it wasn't, but I pray someone asks me to dance it.
I find myself hard pressed to respond.
Dull day for us, a sign that all is well. Now, I ought to find someone to buy me a tea. I have a quick stretch to wake myself up.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour would be right.
In here.
I've been here the whole time.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
I'm not sure what to do. This is where I come when it gets overwhelming.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that. Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Here we are.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. PCyes, he seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this PCyes fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Mystifying.
Now to report to Captain Brant.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult prey. Allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
'Tis as you say. Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
This looks as good a place as any.
More welcome here than any place else.
How I've longed. I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on? Shall we report this development to Captain Brant? We're here, Master.
You're worrying, you aren't living, I say.
Got to focus.
I've little enough gold to send us to.
I have no issue falling asleep.
The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely there's ought to be found therein, yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your Majesty's ingenuity.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the method?
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new...
Welcome to the stop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Pray, follow me.
If we seek further knowledge of the Godsway, we ought to make for Batal.
Pray, allow me to show you the way. We're in your hands, sir. Much of...
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters. You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Wait to see what the day holds. I quite like it here.
Can't wait for the new...
Took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
This looks as if 'twill take us someplace further afield. How we use it is at our discretion.
A fine thing, this. It is almost as though it were placed here for our benefit. place as any.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmouse's burrow in Bakbatal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek.
A customer, then.
Shall we do as that?
My services don't come. Cheap mind. Come again when you've more
Me? I sell defensive equipment, as you can plainly see. Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try... to take anything without paying for it for... Many thanks.
What business have you here?
Welcome, and well met.
Do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses... far lighter.
Spending so freely offers a unique sort of joy. Well, let's keep our noses to the grindstone that we might do it again soon.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
What business have you here? Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while.
Over here, if you please. Here we are.
I'd fight better if I had an elf with you all.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and they are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, a simple plan I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you...
How might I be of service?
Been on my feet all day. My legs are there.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
As good a place as any.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
It seems that we must seek out this Ambrosius if we are to learn more of the God's way. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Wait to see what the day holds.
Would you mind coming over here?
The stars glimmer gorgeously this night.
I quite agree.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
We've got to act this!
This bow is as good as flame-proof.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
to regret this.
Fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Who are you? No, never mind, 'tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are...
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen is capricious indeed. But don't despair. We shall count upon your guidance when the time comes. It's no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. We're here, Master. As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline sub. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
I know just the person we need and where we must go to meet with them. I believe I can guide you to the person in question. Over here, if you please. We have reached our destination.
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap. And I shall harness it to you. 'Tis for ye to determine what that bond constitutes, be it a hapless fate or a god's way. Forgive me. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batar came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. God's way. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batar came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. I am the husk of he who was once arisen. My final battle against the dragon culminated in the loss of the will that should have seen me bring the creature low. Thus, as the Arisen is defined by the strength of their will, from that moment on I was arisen no longer. Such is the world's will. I dare say it compels me e'en now to impart upon ye all the knowledge I possess. The Arisen is a transcendent being, always chosen. Thus, when the dragon is made manifest, so too is an Arisen. And the cycle is doomed to continue till the dragon is felled. For that is what the will of this world has ordained. The substance of which ye speak, worm's life crystals, can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon you powers that eclipse the will of this world. The dragon is the embodiment of destructive force. Though this... Understand this. The concepts of good and evil are mortal inventions, and thus cannot be applied. It is a being of a higher order, as are ye. Now that the dragon has marked ye, setting ye apart from your fellows. Ye need not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harv village. Though I am not sure I believe after all. Now that ye have been marked as arisen, so it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, 'twas no dragon. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. Then go. But visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall we go and speak with this Oracle Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long. Follow me, if you would. This way, Master. Would you mind coming over here?
Have a look.
Seems my days are naught but toil.
Stomach's growling.
Unheralded. Well met.
It's good.
Pray, follow me.
What's my got from over there?
May tomorrow be as uneventful as today.
'Tis rather peaceful here, isn't it?
A brief respite is naught to decry. There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. I will protect you.
What fell magics have brought these decrepit bones to life?
I was not a threat to it. You may have to rethink our strategy. Let us press on with our next objective. Shall we go and speak with this Oracle Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Over here, if you please.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
We've got them on the run!
Is a wonder any foe challenges us with the Arisen in its midst.
calls for a curative. It is a mechanism for human freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Shall we hop on? Needn't let our feet work. You'll not live to regret this.
Please, mercy. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. You've been doused in oil. You must steer clear of fire. That was superb.
Ah, Master! A hobgoblin!
Rest assured, Master. You'll hear nary an idle word from me.
You've my gratitude. I've been meaning to thank you. Here.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
This is your chance to prove your mettle.
This torrent seems well suited to our purposes, if you ask me.
Tis not how we use this, but when that counts. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat.
Turn out your pockets. I'm taking the lot.
You little blighter.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I must summon reinforcements.
Come on, put up a flag.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
Wait to find out what's inside.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
This brute has quite the temper.
Might you not use the range to power launcher?
Fear not. Well in.
Naught save our best.
So it goes. Hold the high ground when fighting on an incline. Can't have our foes using it against us.
You have my protection.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy!
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
Fewer burdens certainly makes for smoother travels. I dare say the spring has returned to your step, Master.
I knew you would come, Arisen One. You seek answers, and you shall have them, if 'tis within my power to know them. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth, a warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows ere near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harv village, if you would learn from him.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
He who was dragon-forged, eh? Perhaps we ought to seek out this man and his wisdom and help.
Can it be the path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate the way ahead if you so desire. You will find the path you ought to follow inscribed herein. Would you know the fate of another? The God's way? 'Tis a mystery. Somewhere in Batal, a hidden truth lies in wait. This meeting shall not be our...
Follow me, if you would. I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
That's just what I was thinking.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
About time you came along. I've a special tale to share with... Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting... Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist.
I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? I'm quite sure I mentioned it. But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there. He was such a worthy ruler in life that his armies, as he himself would have it. He was once entrusted with the task of watching over the... Yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his perch in the sky in favor of founding a small... Alas, though he was a just and goodly ruler, there is not a single person alive who remembers his name. Oh, it sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single... Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie 'tis. Come see me again if it pleases you. I've tales of...
Heavens fend. I'd ne'er seen the like. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic, methinks. I should have liked to investigate if the place hadn't been crawling with monsters. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my...
Strange. I suppose our only choice is to venture inward.
That's just what I was thinking. Timing of yon structure's appearance.
All I say is true. Why should I...
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Pray speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. I shan't let it come.
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
Allow me, Master. 'Tis within my reach. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. Well done! Well worth the effort of breaking it.
nothing of it!
Splendid. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Masterfully done!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
So, another comes seeking to inter me. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, watching one. Time and again have you sent unto me your minions. Yet repel them I have, and so I shall anew, till I might claim that. Why do you not draw your blade? This... You seek not my death. I am Rothas, founder of the kingdom of... And you appear to be arisen. Tell me your reason for coming here. God's sway. Speak you of those trinkets come in from these depths. I have beheld the Batali scuttling about. 'Tis a baleful, maddening act to transmute the fractured souls of Arisen into such frivolous... Aye, that which you seek is a soul much like... Yet rarely will you find one intact, for splinters are all that remain of those pitiful Arisen, who what the flesh may rot, the soul fragment. And 'twould seem the Batali seek to augment this power through their perverted arts. Yet 'tis folly, the frolicking of children. Such a trinket could ne'er hope. I know little of your intent, but I sense in you a powerful will. I shall grant you this blade. It too is the soul of an Arisen. Mine own, in fact. Alas, the ages have taken their toll. 'Tis as withered as mine own flesh. Yet, mayhap, if that is what you seek, Arisen, then go unto their stronghold. I believe 'tis there you...
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Is as you say.
Would you mind coming over here?
Oh, a ferry stone. With that in hand, we can leap from one end of the kingdom to another in a trice.
It is not an item to be squandered.
Look here. A path. Is it safe, I wonder?
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, 'twas a shock to learn of all these former Arisen. It seems they haven't lost the powers unique to the Arisen. 'Tis a curious occurrence, no doubt guided by Fortune's fickle hand.
Where are the skeletons? Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
We have a key, do we not?
Mayhap 'twill open the way. Let us see if it fits.
To charge ahead, maybe to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
a chest. I shall take a look inside.
This is a good find.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Well, let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
This should help. A door of sturdy make. 'Twill be impossible without the key.
Let us return once we've the key in hand.
Our movement is restricted here. 'Twould be troublesome if we were forced to do battle.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
I knew it to be so.
Over here, if you please. Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me. Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now. As a result, we move as one. There's something down there. Is it safe to descend? Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look.
Master! Aught fell from the beast as it breathed last. Arisen! Are you alright?
The Arisen has been rendered unconscious! Of all the ill timing! veiled by the skin of our teeth.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next? Tad rowdy. I shall May this day bring delight.
Dull days for us are a sign that all...
Got to earn all the gold I can while I'm here. Whatever am I to do?
Coin's no good if you work yourself to death.